JTN, news when you need it. WLVO. JTN 21 News Alert.
Russia saw protests at polling stations on Sunday during the final day of voting in the presidential election. Supporters of the late opposition leader Alexei Navalny had called for people to turn out collectively around noon as a show of opposition to President Vladimir Putin. At some polling stations in Moscow and other cities, lines suddenly grew rapidly around that time, with voters stating they had come to protest and express their dissent. Social media videos showed long lines forming outside Russian embassies in cities like Berlin and London as well, with Russians abroad also heeding the call to protest. Navalny's widow, Yulia Navalnaya, was pictured greeting supporters rallying against Putin in Berlin. She had urged an all-Russian protest action by showing up at polls simultaneously across the country, even if just to invalidate ballots or leave in silent protest. Despite the acts of civil disobedience, Putin is virtually guaranteed to win a fifth presidential term that could potentially allow him to remain in power until 2036. Voting took place across Russia's 11 time zones over 3 days, with turnout surpassing 70% according to official figures. The first results are expected after 9 p.m. Moscow time on Sunday, as polling stations in western regions close. The legal entanglement involving Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, and Superior Judge Scott McAfee revealed a challenging dynamic in the election subversion case against Donald Trump. Willis's determination to prosecute, despite the personal controversy with Wade, underscores the case's significance and the complexities of legal ethics intersecting with public duty. McAfee's decision allows Willis to continue her prosecutorial efforts, but not without critiquing the professional conduct exposed during this period, highlighting the fine line between personal relationships and professional responsibilities in high-stakes legal environments. Wade's resignation, subsequent to McAfee's ruling, marked a critical juncture in the case, signaling the prioritization of prosecutorial integrity over individual roles. This maneuver not only averted potential derailment of the case, but also illustrated the inherent challenges and sacrifices involved in maintaining the course of justice in politically sensitive cases. The resignation and the judge's response reflect a broader narrative of accountability and commitment within the legal framework, especially when dealing with cases that have significant political and social ramifications. Former Vice President Mike Pence has publicly declared his decision not to endorse Donald Trump's bid for the presidency in 2024, marking a significant departure from his once steadfast loyalty to his former running mate. Citing profound differences on a range of issues, including national debt management, abortion rights, and Trump's policy reversal on the sale of TikTok, Pence emphasized the divergence in their political and ideological paths. His announcement came months after Pence concluded his own presidential campaign, indicating a clear shift in the political landscape within the Republican Party as it heads towards the next election cycle. During an interview on Fox News, Pence expressed that his refusal to support Trump stems from a fundamental discord with the agenda Trump is promoting, one that veers away from the conservative principles they once championed together in office. "It should come as no surprise that I will not be endorsing Donald Trump this year," Pence stated, highlighting the contrasts between Trump's current stance and the conservative agenda that defined their administration. This announcement adds another layer of intrigue to the upcoming presidential race, reflecting the deepening rifts within the party. Meanwhile, Trump's campaign has yet to respond to Pence's remarks, leaving political analysts and voters pondering the implications of this growing divide among leading Republican figures. Family Dollar, a well-known retail chain, has announced plans to close nearly 1,000 of its stores in the coming years, a decision that has been met with a variety of reactions across the United States. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, City Councilor Vanessa Hall Harper expressed a positive outlook on the news, seeing it as a beneficial development for communities that have been negatively impacted by the proliferation of dollar stores. Critics argue that while these stores provide affordable options for low-income Americans, Their business practices can harm local economies and lead to a decrease in the availability of fresh food and independent retail options. The closures have sparked a debate about the role and impact of dollar stores in urban and rural communities. Advocates for restricting the growth of dollar store chains argue that these businesses target low-income and minority neighborhoods, leading to the displacement of local grocers and contributing to food deserts. In response to these concerns, cities like Tulsa have enacted legislation to limit the expansion of dollar stores, with over 60 cities and counties following suit. These efforts aim to encourage the development of local businesses that can offer a wider variety of goods, including fresh produce. Despite the controversy, dollar store chains defend their business model, stating that they provide essential services to communities lacking other retail options. Dollar General, for example, has made efforts to include fresh fruits and vegetables in some of its stores. However, the closures signal a potential shift towards more diversified and locally focused retail landscapes. As cities like Tulsa work to promote independent grocers and small businesses, the debate over the place of dollar stores in America's retail ecosystem continues, highlighting the need for a balanced approach that supports both affordability and community health. Donald Trump's influence on the Republican National Committee, RNC, continues to grow as the former president secures the Republican nomination for the third consecutive presidential cycle, setting the stage for a rematch with Joe Biden. RNC Chair Michael Whatley, handpicked by Trump, outlined significant changes in a three-page memo, emphasizing the party's focus on voter turnout, aligning more closely with the Trump campaign and prioritizing election integrity. Whatley's directives include leveraging every strategy used by opponents, modernizing the organization, and fostering a united front to achieve historic accomplishments by Election Day. This new direction signifies a concerted effort to reshape the RNC's operations and strategies to reflect Trump's vision and leadership style. Amid these organizational changes, the RNC is also focusing on expanding its voter base, launching initiatives aimed at engaging communities traditionally not aligned with the Republican Party. Despite significant staff cuts, including senior positions in data, communications, and community outreach programs, Whatley assures that the RNC remains committed to engaging with Latino, Black, and Native American voters through existing community centers. The RNC plans to enhance early voting, legal ballot harvesting, and mail-in voting campaigns, areas previously criticized by Republicans. Furthermore, the appointment of Christina Bobb as senior counsel for election integrity and Bill McGinley's role as outside counsel underscore the RNC's aggressive stance on challenging voter identification and signature verification rules established for the 2020 elections, reflecting a broader, proactive legal strategy to safeguard the electoral process. A recent survey by the Pew Research Center highlights a significant divide among Americans on the topic of immigration and crime, with 57% believing that high numbers of migrants correlate with increased criminal activity. This perception varies widely between political affiliations, as evidenced by 85% of Republicans and only 31% of Democrats supporting this viewpoint. The discussion around this issue is fueled by contrasting interpretations of data, such as those presented by the Heritage Foundation, which links illegal immigration to a rise in crime rates, citing a Department of Justice report. However, a closer look at the data reveals that many arrests of non-citizens are for immigration-related offenses, challenging the assertion that immigration significantly escalates the threat to public safety. The ongoing debate over the relationship between illegal immigration and crime is marked by conflicting studies and a lack of clear consensus. For instance, the Heritage Foundation's interpretation of the DOJ report has been criticized for conflating immigration offenses with more serious crimes, potentially skewing public perception. Further complicating the matter are studies suggesting that unauthorized immigrants may actually have lower crime rates than native-born citizens for major offenses. This disparity in findings underscores the complexities of the issue and the influence of political biases on the discourse. It highlights the necessity for more detailed research and a cautious approach to claims regarding the impact of immigration on crime. ensuring that discussions are informed by a comprehensive and nuanced understanding of the data.
Being a cowboy, I don't know anything different from when I was 3 or 4 years old. I did tough things. I thought everybody needed to do tough things, and if you didn't, I didn't have time for it. I had a very successful career at a very young age, and life was fast. I was preparing physically. I wasn't doing anything mentally on the inside. And then I got hurt. I wanted to be better as a person, and I really dug into mental health. I start my day with 20-minute workouts. I live life 8 seconds at a time. Horses are so therapeutic. They know what you're feeling. When you're nervous, they're nervous. You won't say it back, but we're pals. I take a lot of responsibility in taking care of my kids, my family, and being there for them. You're gonna have tough days. Everybody does. Find a place to stop and just breathe. Love your mind.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
If you or your
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Google has pledged to resolve a clock-related issue described as unacceptable by the CEO of Gemini AI, a company utilizing Google's cloud services. The problem has led to disruptions in Gemini AI's operations, prompting calls for prompt action from Google. The commitment to fixing the issue underscores Google's dedication to maintaining reliability and functionality across its platform. Gemini AI's CEO highlighted the impact of the clock problem on their business operations, emphasizing the urgency for a solution. The issue has hindered Gemini AI's ability to effectively utilize Google's cloud services, disrupting workflows and causing frustration among users. Google's acknowledgement of the problem and assurance of a fix signals a proactive approach to addressing issues and maintaining customer satisfaction. The clock-related glitch underscores the challenges inherent in managing complex cloud infrastructure and the importance of timely resolution to mitigate disruptions. As companies increasingly rely on cloud services for critical operations, ensuring the stability and performance of these platforms is paramount. Google's commitment to resolving the issue reflects its ongoing efforts to uphold high standards of service reliability and address concerns promptly to minimize disruptions for users like Gemini AI. A technology group is leveraging artificial intelligence, AI, to aid Democratic campaigns by generating personalized advertisements and emails. This innovative approach seeks to optimize digital outreach efforts, tailoring messages to resonate with individual voters and maximize engagement. By harnessing AI-generated content, Democratic candidates aim to enhance their online presence and effectively connect with voters on a more personalized level. The use of AI in political campaigns represents a shift towards data-driven strategies and targeted communication tactics. By analyzing vast data sets and user behaviors, AI algorithms can identify patterns and preferences, enabling campaigns to craft messages that resonate with specific demographics and interests. This approach allows Democratic candidates to deliver more relevant and impactful content to potential supporters, ultimately aiming to sway voter opinions and mobilize grassroots support. While AI-generated ads and emails offer potential benefits for Democratic campaigns, they also raise concerns about privacy and misinformation. Critics caution against the potential misuse of AI technology in political advertising, emphasizing the importance of transparency and accountability in digital campaigning. As AI continues to play a growing role in electoral politics, ensuring ethical use and adherence to regulatory guidelines will be essential to uphold the integrity of democratic processes and protect voter trust.
For those considering marijuana to alleviate stress, experts suggest focusing on CBD rather than THC. CBD, or cannabidiol, is a compound found in marijuana that lacks the psychoactive effects associated with THC, making it a potentially safer option for stress relief. Research indicates that CBD may have calming properties without the risk of impairing cognitive function or exacerbating mental health issues. While THC, the psychoactive component of marijuana, may provide temporary relief from stress, its intoxicating effects can lead to negative outcomes, including increased anxiety and impaired judgment. In contrast, CBD has shown promise in reducing stress and anxiety levels without causing intoxication or dependency. This distinction highlights the importance of understanding the differences between CBD and THC when considering marijuana for stress management. As interest in CBD grows, it is essential for consumers to prioritize products that are safe, high quality, and properly regulated. With the proliferation of CBD products on the market, individuals should exercise caution and consult with healthcare professionals to ensure they are using CBD effectively and responsibly. By focusing on CBD rather than THC, individuals seeking stress relief can explore a potentially beneficial option without the risks associated with psychoactive substances. Gucci, the renowned fashion brand, is under scrutiny as it faces allegations of discrimination and poor work conditions in a lawsuit. The legal action sheds light on claims of mistreatment and unequal treatment of employees within the company. This development raises concerns about workplace fairness and the treatment of workers in the fashion industry. Employees have come forward with allegations of discriminatory practices and unfair treatment based on race, gender, and other factors. The lawsuit highlights the need for greater accountability and transparency in corporate workplaces, particularly in industries known for their high-profile and glamorous image. Addressing these issues is crucial for promoting inclusivity and fostering a positive work environment where all employees feel valued and respected. As the lawsuit unfolds, there is growing attention on Gucci and its corporate responsibility to address the allegations and improve work conditions for its employees. The outcome of the legal proceedings may have broader implications for the fashion industry and its treatment of workers. It is essential for companies like Gucci to take proactive measures to address workplace concerns and uphold principles of fairness and equity for all employees.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
Alzheimer's, it was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Gabourey Sidibe, renowned for her roles in films like Precious and Empire, has announced that she is expecting twins, sparking joyous celebrations among her fans. The actress shared the exciting news on social media, expressing her gratitude and excitement for this new chapter in her life. Sidibe's announcement has garnered widespread attention and well wishes from friends, colleagues, and fans alike. The news of Sidibe's pregnancy comes as a delightful surprise to many, adding to the excitement surrounding her journey into motherhood. As she prepares to welcome her twins into the world, Sidibe embraces this next chapter with enthusiasm and anticipation. Her openness about her pregnancy journey resonates with many women, inspiring them to celebrate their own unique paths to motherhood. Sidibe's announcement of her pregnancy represents a joyous milestone in her life and career, reflecting her resilience and optimism in the face of new challenges. With her characteristic humor and candor, Sidibe has endeared herself to audiences worldwide, and her pregnancy journey promises to be no exception. As fans eagerly await updates on her pregnancy and the arrival of her twins, Sidibe's announcement serves as a source of inspiration and celebration for all.
The FBI has issued a warning about the potential threat posed by artificial intelligence, AI, in the realm of election interference. According to the FBI, AI technology has emerged as a game changer in the landscape of electoral manipulation, allowing malicious actors to orchestrate sophisticated disinformation campaigns with unprecedented efficiency and scale. This alert underscores the urgent need for heightened vigilance and countermeasures to safeguard the integrity of democratic processes. AI-driven tactics have enabled adversaries to exploit social media platforms and online forums to disseminate false information and influence public opinion. By leveraging AI algorithms to generate and amplify misleading content, threat actors can manipulate narratives, sow discord, and undermine trust in democratic institutions. The FBI's warning highlights the evolving nature of cyber threats and the growing sophistication of techniques used to disrupt elections and democratic norms. Efforts to combat AI-enabled election interference require a multifaceted approach encompassing enhanced cybersecurity measures, increased public awareness, and collaboration between government agencies, technology companies, and civil society. By implementing robust safeguards and proactive strategies, stakeholders can mitigate the risks posed by AI-driven disinformation campaigns and uphold the integrity of electoral processes. As AI continues to evolve, ongoing vigilance and adaptation will be essential to safeguarding democratic values and preserving the sanctity of free and fair elections.
We are taught you don't talk about your problems with nobody because you could get in trouble. And I've been through a lot. Anxiety, depression, sexual assault. When I decided to get help, my life changed. And the mental health box, that was one of the big tools. Accepting help means that we're allowing somebody to bless our life. It's freeing. We got stronger together. Love your mind.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
Alzheimer's, it was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support.
You're watching JTN News when you need it. I'm Smith Harrison. Join us for The Righteous Walk, coming up next.
Cars will break down, and when they do, it's too late. If your car is out of warranty, it leaves you with two choices: get stuck paying for expensive repairs, or one phone call to CarShield. Their administrators pay for your covered repairs so you don't have to. Your coverage includes roadside assistance, towing, rental, and so much more. Plus, with their nationwide network, you choose the mechanic or dealer. Best of all, there's coverage for every wallet size. Make the smart call before it's too late. Call CarShield today.
Welcome to The Righteous Walk. I'm Smith Harrison. And for the record, I'm pro-immigration. I've always appreciated other cultures and languages and people. I value the rich tapestry that makes up this country. And as someone himself who's been deported from a country, I get it. There are rules, or at least there should be. What I'm against is a nonsensical, prejudiced approach to immigration, which is now what we have in this country. Elon Musk posted something interesting on X the other day because I am raising concerns about the flood of unvetted illegal immigrants overwhelming American cities. The press will often characterize me as anti-immigrant, he said. Most Americans do not know that the U.S. Congress currently counts for purposes of voting power all people in a district, regardless of citizenship. Senate Democrats just voted unanimously to defeat an amendment that would have stopped counting illegals for congressional seat apportionment and electoral college votes. He went on to say, since illegals are mostly in Democrat states, both the House and presidential vote are shifted about 5% to the left, which is enough to change the balance of power. I don't know about you, but I think Elon has a point. That's good to know, right? It's difficult and slow to emigrate legally to the U.S., but it's fast and easy to enter illegally. After a recent lawsuit, it was revealed that in Maricopa County, Arizona, 222 self-identified non-citizens were found to have voted in the presidential election of 2020. And that's just in one county. But even if they aren't able to vote, there's natural impact on the census, which means states get more members of Congress to influence federal legislation. Well, that doesn't seem quite right. What does the Attorney General Merrick Garland have to say? Well, he's going after states who try to implement voter ID at the polls to verify citizenship and people's eligibility to vote. Oh, yes, the DOJ is much more concerned with stopping states from protecting the integrity of their elections than they are with addressing mass illegal immigration. Maybe the government should, I don't know, protect our rights and our borders. Not just always play political games all the time. We've got to find a balance with the country's need for vetted immigrants and our rule of law and our representative democracy. Don't you think? Let us know. And thanks for watching.
Hey, grab me one too.
A recent study delves into the cognitive impacts of long COVID, shedding light on the challenges faced by individuals experiencing persistent symptoms after recovering from the virus. Researchers have found that long COVID patients may encounter difficulties with cognitive function, including memory, attention, and decision-making. These findings underscore the complex and long-lasting effects of COVID-19 on the brain. The study highlights the importance of recognizing and addressing cognitive impairments in long COVID patients, as these issues can significantly impact daily functioning and quality of life. Cognitive rehabilitation and support services may play a crucial role in helping individuals manage these challenges and regain cognitive abilities. Additionally, healthcare providers should remain vigilant in monitoring cognitive function in long COVID patients to ensure appropriate interventions and support. Moving forward, further research is needed to better understand the underlying mechanisms of cognitive dysfunction in long COVID and to develop effective interventions for affected individuals. By prioritizing research and support services for long COVID patients, healthcare providers can better meet the diverse needs of individuals grappling with the long-term consequences of the virus on cognitive health. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is under scrutiny from Congress regarding concerns over transparency regarding his health. Lawmakers are seeking answers regarding the secrecy surrounding Austin's recent medical procedure, which has sparked debate over the disclosure of health information for government officials. This development highlights the importance of transparency and accountability in government leadership. Congressional hearings provide an opportunity for lawmakers to hold government.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, at 76, maintains an active workout routine with the support of his physical therapist girlfriend, who is 49 years old. The former bodybuilder and actor, known for his iconic roles in action films, continues to prioritize fitness and health as he ages. Schwarzenegger's commitment to staying in shape serves as inspiration for individuals of all ages to prioritize exercise and well-being. Schwarzenegger's workout regimen includes a combination of weightlifting, cardiovascular exercises, and flexibility training. With the guidance of his physical therapist girlfriend, he focuses on exercises tailored to his age and physical condition, ensuring a safe and effective workout routine. Despite the natural effects of aging, Schwarzenegger remains dedicated to maintaining his strength and vitality through regular exercise. The actor's dedication to fitness underscores the importance of staying active and leading a healthy lifestyle, regardless of age. Schwarzenegger's approach to exercise serves as a reminder that it's never too late to start prioritizing physical health and well-being. By incorporating regular workouts into his routine, Schwarzenegger sets an example for individuals of all ages to embrace the benefits of an active lifestyle.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
Alzheimer's, it was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of, they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit AdoptUSKids.org.